Greetings and welcome to Total as a Production gameplay video of Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. This is the third game of the Prince of Persia trilogy that I have been playing so far. So I've played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within, and this is the last one, Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. So I do know that there are much more Prince of Persia games, but in terms of the story, and because we're following the first, second, we might as well do the third, and I'm just going to cut it off over there and go on to something else. I think the next game that I should be doing would be South Park, so from Ubisoft. I should be going ahead and playing that game, but yeah, that's the discussion for another time. One thing I'd like to say is I'd like to thank everybody for the support so far, all my friends, all my families. The support has been immense from you guys, and especially since playing the Prince of Persia trilogy, I have noticed that there have been quite a few subscribers that came in, so thank you guys so much for that. If you guys have followed the series so far, so we played the Prince of Persia Sands of Time. In that one there, we unleashed the sands, and which basically caused a whole lot of havoc. So if you want to know the story of that, go ahead and check the Sands of Time gameplay or playlist that I have on my page. Once that was done, in the second one, Warrior Within, the prince is now being hunted by the Dahaka, who's actually the guardian of time. So because of the fact that he unleashed the Sands of Time in the first game, he's been hunted by the Dahaka, and now he needs to try and find a way to stop it from capturing him or stop it from killing him. And in doing so, he travels to the island of time where he meets the Empress of Time, Kaidina, and he unfortunately has to kill her in order to stop it or stop the Sands of Time from being created. So there's a whole bunch of like changes that happen there, a lot of going back and forth in time, and if you guys want to know that again, go ahead and watch the playlist of Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. But this game now is going to continue from where we left off in Warrior Within. So at the end of that, we killed the Empress of Time. The Dahaka came, consumed her, so there's no Sands of Time, and also takes away the amulet that I have to go back in time and rewind time. In doing so, there's no relic, no remnants of the Sands of Time that had ever been created. And now I traveled back to Persia or Babylon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm seeing a tower there, so I'm just guessing it is. And there is a whole bunch of events that had taken place, and because the Sands of Time hadn't been created, certain events that hadn't taken place are going to take place, or different things are going to happen because we didn't do certain things. So I'm trying as much as possible not to spoil it for everybody watching. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and start the game. A quick informative I think options that I have to give you. I am running the game with no mods, nothing at all, because this game in particular actually allows you to go up to 2K resolutions. So I have it set to 2K resolution. I have my gamma at 0.90, brightness at 1, contrast at 1. So it is looking pretty good. Game settings, I have many slow motions. I always like that. Tutorials, well, for you guys, especially watching this, you have to have that, and blood, of course, why not? But I did play the first one. I have actually created the first video, but there were a lot of bugs that I found in it. So I had to go and do some research, and I found out that I should show you in the game where it was actually being buggy. But you have to have VSync enabled. Irrespective of whether or not you have a G-Sync screen, you have to have it enabled so it prevents the bug from taking place. And also in the keyboard setting, I had to go and set the mouse speed up to 100% because it's really slow. And camera navigation inverted is turned on, because if it's not, it basically is inverted. So I don't know, I guess these guys really didn't pay attention to that. So that's enough of me babbling on and discussing unnecessary stuff. You guys can go ahead and view the other gameplays of Prince of Persia trilogy. But let's go ahead and start the game on normal and see what happens.
We all make mistakes. Some are small, some are large. But his mistake born of innocence, fueled by pride, was the greatest and most terrible of them all. Some believed when the prince journeyed to the Island of Time to escape death that he returned alone. The amulet destroyed, the Dahaka appeased, the Empress dead. The prince was free at last. But this is not how it happened. The truth is that he chose to save me from my destiny. In doing so, he set me free and doomed us all. Prince, of all the possible futures, this one held the most promise, but something has changed.
Do not worry, Kailina. No harm will come to you in Babylon. I promise. Look, we are nearly home. No.
As our ship lay sinking in the harbor, the prince found himself in a city quite different from the one he left behind. The normally busy wharves were now decimated. Blood-spattered awnings and splintered door frames were all that waited to greet him. And the people, merchants, beggars, fishermen, were nowhere to be found. Others had taken their place.
Let her go!
Okay. So, yeah, that's a hell of a lot of differences. So, what had happened was, the events that transpired in Warrior Within, or what we saw, isn't exactly how it ended. So, as the story, as Kailina is explaining, this one, or basically what we saw happening where the Dahaka had consumed the Empress and took away all the relics of the time, it didn't happen. The prince decided to save her, and in doing so has led all these events to take place. So by doing that, by bringing her back to this particular time, not killing her, sands of time not being created, that means that the Maharaja of India back in the first game didn't actually travel to the island of time, because there is no time, or there is no prize to get from the island of time. And by doing that, the prince never actually ended up going to India and having that whole event from taking place. And now, since he's coming back to his why do I keep on saying planet? Since he's coming back to his place of origin, Persia or Babylon, there is some force that actually came in and attacked the place without him being here. I guess there's nobody to fight except his father. and we don't know where he is. But yeah, I'm trying not to give as... I'm just trying to keep as much spoilers off as possible, but yeah, you know, you can only do so much. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and...
The prince made his way along the torn and blasted district, haunted by visions from his past. The dockside tavern where he'd spent many late nights was now reduced to cinders. Babylon's proud armada, which he would often come to greet, lay cracked and broken, cast to the bottom of the Euphrates.
Okay, so you just jump across, run the wall. What the hell just happened there? That was weird. Gotta do it again. Okay, run and jump. Jump again. Jump. Oops. Run and jump. And wall run up. The other way. Okay, so yeah, as I was mentioning before, you have to have VSync on, otherwise this is going to cause a hell of a lot of problems in this particular place here. VSync being
Everywhere
off.
there are signs of battle. But what of Babylon's guard? Where have they all gone?
Keep on getting interrupted. So with VSync off, what was happening over here was that right, you're supposed to come over here, hop across via this railing. So I wasn't able to hop here. I was basically, as soon as I jump across, I was slipping through. Not too sure exactly why, but after some investigation, someone on the Steam chats and stuff like that mentioned that you need to turn VSync off. So with VSync off, it enables you to just hop over there. I mean, I managed to get to the bottom part over here, and because I couldn't jump across like how I did just now, I had to basically hop to that point and keep on hopping until I grab this pillar and then carry on from there. But then later on into the game, while doing it, I had more issues and it just wasn't allowing me to progress any further, so I had to find a solution. So that's a solution for anyone who's having that issue, exactly the same as me, who weren't able to, or basically just hopping over that ledge and then falling down. Enable VSync.
Should I continue from good? This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Okay, and this is following Warrior Within. So you got these drinking fountains that you drink off. It increases your health or regens your health and also allows you to save. So that's now your checkpoint.
Why is it that every time disaster strikes, I find myself without a proper blade? Still, it's better than nothing.
Okay, so this is something new that they introduced to the Prince of Persia trilogy. Usually before, they never have a stealth option. Now you do have the stealth option where you sneak up behind an enemy. You press E to do to initiate your speed kill. And as soon as your blade starts flashing, it does like a bright flash on the blade itself. You need to press the attack button. So, just like this, flashes, attack, flashes, attack. So you got that guy down. And so if you look over here towards the bottom left-hand side, you see like this glowing eye thingy. That's basically people can sense or hear you. So you got to be really careful for that one. And this was the point where I couldn't progress any further, because every single time I hopped over this ledge, I kept on falling down and dying. I couldn't jump across like how I am going to do right now. And I gotta go down slowly, careful, initiate it, and stab, slash. So that's that guy taken care of, and I can take his weapon. Yay! So we're gonna wall run, grab the ledge, see how far we can go. Okay, I guess I wasn't supposed to grab that ledge. Oh no, I'm supposed to climb up. My bad. Up. drop down. And cross. Okay, don't get any sense yet. Okay, so that guy is walking away. Wonder if he's gonna turn. Yeah, he is definitely not gonna turn. That's not good, he's walking in circles. So I can catch him. Gotta be really careful for those ones. Okay. Oh man, this thing is just so annoying. This guy too is also running around in circles. Behind him. Come on. This
Would you
thing
like
is
to
going
hear
crazy.
more?
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the mouse settings. Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Let me know when you have the time to hear more.
Okay, got some water. Don't need to drink water, so let's continue. Cross. Oh no. Bit too early there. Climb up again and jump. Ledge, jump up. Come on. There's the ladder. Okay, so we gotta go up there. Okay, there's nothing else here. Kylina.
Kylina! No! No way into the city now. I will have to climb this siege tower and enter from above.
Okay, so same like the other game. You got these things. Let's slide down that. And then, you know, there's enemies coming. What the hell? Oof. Acrobatic moves. Okay, so yeah, that's just have to go this way, I guess. Only place that we can. Climb this ladder. Still remember some of it, but not all though. Swing around.
I can sense the others who have passed through this place, intent on bringing harm to my family.
Jump up. And jump across. Grab the ladder. Climb up.
4 weeks I've been at sea, and every day spent dreaming of my return to Babylon. But never, in all my visions of the future, did I suspect a homecoming such as this. War. It is the only answer. But war with who? And why?
This thing is so annoying. I mean, I don't know why they changed the settings. Okay, so music started. Sounds to be like. So I can run across that side onto the ledge and assassinate it from there. Got it. Okay, there's a ladder. Get down. Oops. Come quickly, quickly, quickly. Go, 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 go. Okay, there's a double attack. Okay, this is because I have played this starting area, but I can get 2 of them up. I say play the starting area a bit, this was when I first got the game. Yeah, always struggled with this thing, so I played it a few times and stuff like that. So, okay, so this is the first save point after getting a weapon. Still no sand.
Is this where I should resume? I will continue my story from here next time.
It's nice to change it up a bit. It's no more the prince that's narrating the story.
You
It's
should
Heidi.
know that it was not love that drove him, but duty. I was his responsibility. He had made a promise that was now broken and undone. As with all mistakes he had made, the prince meant to fix this. A noble goal, to be certain, but a selfish one as well. For he was motivated to ease his own pain.
Can you blame him though? Jump across. Nothing here, so we'll roll in.
I know these streets. Knew them anyway. I must keep pace with Kylina if I'm to find the one responsible for this.
Settle down a bit. Ah, crap. Damn, should have waited. Anyway, okay, what you'd want to try and do over there is wait for them to settle down and then do like initiate that speed kill thing, and you could possibly get a double. So you gotta be really quick on that one because you're gonna be pressing like 4 times, I think, the attack button. So you gotta time that really well. Okay, so we're gonna be running along there, jumping up and jump. I've been playing Prince of Persia for quite a while now, so yeah, that's why it's coming a bit easier now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. This is something new. So jump out there, you can turn around. There's no enemies. Okay, so ah, you son. Okay, I can't counter. What the? Wow, he's breaking. I guess I kind of felt that that particular thing was really hard. I mean, really easy to kill people with, you know, just countering all the time. So now they changed it a bit. Yeah, that ain't so good for me. I was kind of hoping to counter them quite a bit, but yeah, that didn't happen. Okay, so you can climb up this. That looked funny. Won't lie. Why did I do that? Just a normal run and jump across, climb up, jump across, turn around, slide all the way down, and there's a guy there. Okay, and now I need water, so let's see. There's nothing wrong there. That's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So we got a few people. So now I need to try and chase the birds away. Oh, it's only two. Okay, so that was a dead body. Run across. Get this guy first. And then get this guy. Okay, so that takes them. Now where do I need to go? Up here maybe? Nope. Ah, well, there's a ladder there, come on. Okay, so climb up the ladder and what? I guess it was a short fall, so that's why I never stop or grab the ledge. So I gotta be careful. Jump across. Up. Oh shit. Oh man, it's gonna be turning around like that. Go quickly. Get it. Oh, those guys are so easy to kill. Just one hit. Go through. Now what? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Oh, wait, there's water and a safe place.
Shall I continue my story? Good.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Okay, so do that. Then we need to get across. Okay, jump there. Let's wait for them. I gotta get that 2 combo. Stop with that. He's not gonna move. That's that taken care of. Turn up. That guy down there is getting a beating. Bam. Too high, I'll die. Okay, so here I'm guessing we run up, jump, jump, jump. Same thing again. Oops. Climb up. Nothing. Okay, so we walk across this. And climb up here.
Where is kind Asha, who would stand before her stall selling fruits and flowers? Or the errant children, making trouble as all young ones do? Gone. All gone.
Okay, so now cross there. Jump. Okay, so we got those guys down. So jump across there. Climb up. Jump across here and then across this one. Alright. So now this is gonna be a bit of a hectic one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to run across and then jump at the right time. And jump. Gotcha. Jump again. Up we go. And that's that. And we met our safe place. Safe point.
Should I continue from here? I will continue my story from here next time.
Okay, so yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, I did find out a bit of some issues and stuff like that. So just remember, when you guys are playing this game and you are running on like 2K resolution and you do have like a G-Sync screen, always have the V-Sync on, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of bugs. And I spent a good 20 minutes before realizing that I couldn't progress any further because of that, so I had to find a way, and the way was that V-Sync had to be enabled in order for you to progress. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that would be it for the first part of Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.